Hello, I'm Russell Sperlin, and I am so excited to be kicking off Online and Adult Learning Week. This week we'll be celebrating our students in many different ways, and we invite you to join us. We believe that becoming a legend and leaving a legacy requires hard work, perseverance, and relentless focus. Our OAL students embody these values and are on a path to achieve greatness and inspire others to follow in their footsteps. We've asked a couple of our OAL students to share their stories with you.
My name's David Lewis. I'm a transfer student from Arizona, and I came out here to WSU, and this is my first time at a four-year college. When I started going to college, it was all about wanting to get the best grades and learning how to actually do websites and graphic design and stuff like that. But after coming to WSU, I was exposed to a much wider world, and now I'm on my track for a bachelor's degree in entrepreneurship and marketing, where I'll take my past experiences and bring them into the future. But one thing I did find out about in college, it's not about the degrees and the grades. Those are important, of course, but what's really important is the experiences and the connections you make. Returning to college doesn't just increase your education, it increases everything about your life.
Well, when I got here, the semester had already started, and I just decided today is the day. Got in my car, drove across town, went to the Marcus Welcome Center, got enrolled. It was a long process, and all of a sudden it just became so emotional because I'd tried so many years and I'd wanted this for so long, and here I was. And here I was with no clue. I had no idea how the Blackboard, technology, any of that was working in how to function. I had to learn how to learn. And so I was a little bit like, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm not smart enough. And I had all the lines for myself. And basically I came into the adult and online learning office and kind of threw my hands in the air like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I haven't done financial aid. I haven't done anything. I don't know what to do. And immediately Russell and Pam and just patted my hand and said, well, we can show you that. That's why we're here. And from that day, just getting the little bit of information I needed, how to work a discussion board. It said create thread at the top. Well, clearly I wasn't here to create. I wasn't up to par. I couldn't create anything. I just need to be here and learn things. I'm not a part of the conversation. And when Russell showed me that, it really was the aha moment in my education so far was, yes, hit create thread and enter the discussion. And that seems like a small thing, but honestly, the act of going from where I've been to being a part of something and entering the discussion changed everything for me. So I'm really grateful to be here. I know this is where I belong. I know that I am here not only to learn, but to give of my own life experience and teach others too. So I'm very happy to be here.
Being an adult learner has definitely had a positive impact on my personal journey and on my sense of self-worth. In 2020, I was working for the census as a field manager and taking care of my sick father. At the end of 2020, the census ended and my dad actually passed away, and I found myself facing a new chapter. My dad had been telling me for years that he wanted me to pursue a college degree, so I decided to go and do just that. The main things I've discovered since coming here to WSU as an adult learner is that perfection is not expected, and if you're putting in real effort to learn and grow, people will always take notice. Everyone at WSU and the Office of Adult Learning has been so supportive, and I found mentors here who care about my well-being and my future, and all of this has gone a really long way in improving my self-worth.
Coming to WSU, I kind of had a fear of what the younger crowd would think of me. But it didn't end up being anything. They just treated me as another student and included me with their groups and in their discussions and in their talks. When we did group work, they didn't treat me any different than they would anybody else. So I found that so refreshing because that was one less thing I had to worry about. And then as I moved through my courses here, I really found that something I'm great at is bridging the gap between the generations. So I kind of sit in the middle where I have grown up with technology, but I didn't always have technology. So I feel like I can really move forward and bring those two groups together in ways that maybe other people can't, because I see both sides and I can see that they're talking about the same thing in different ways, and I can find ways to explain that as we move along.
What has been the most surprising thing, and something that I learned about myself at the same time, I was diagnosed with ADHD as a teenager. I knew functioning as a mom in 2020 that I was going to need help doing my job and mothering and keeping track of everything else. I knew going into school that I was going to need help. What surprised me the most was just how many helps and resources there are for someone with my condition. I've been really pleased to be able to talk to the Office of Disability Services and say these are my needs and then have those met. I can succeed now because the tools are available to me, and I appreciate that.
As an adult learner, I am super involved in campus life. Firstly, I am the lead tutor for TRIO DSS, working with not only the students I tutor, but also with the 7 other tutors in the TRIO DSS program. As a biology major, SI sessions are a necessary part of learning. These sessions not only help you further your studies of the subjects, but also give you a closer contact with your fellow students. And lastly, I'm the president of Tri Alpha First Generation Honor Society, and I look forward to working closely with the First Generation Student Organization moving forward.
So my support system would be my husband. We have been married for 10 years, and for the first 8 of those years, I was a stay-at-home mom. So me returning back to school was a huge shift in the dynamics of our home. And I had to let go of a lot of control to allow him to help me and to realize that it's okay to ask for help so that he can support me. But he has truly been the one encouraging me through some of the hard transitions and school paths that did not go where we thought they would go, with where I had planned on going with my degree. That door shut right in my face, and I honestly wasn't sure if I would keep going to school or not, but he encouraged me to keep looking and to really find something that spoke directly to me. And so that is why my husband is my support system.